Good morning. And another beautiful morning is in the making. August 27th, 2024. This would be a Tuesday. And as I listen to a channel, Declaring Your Destiny, I believe is the correct title, Carolyn Dennis. It's the second message I've heard where men and women are saying time is up, time is now. And I reflect back to something I heard 4 years ago on the word time, where a dean got up and spoke, and it was closing remarks to my daughter's white coat ceremony for nursing. It was a very powerful day that day and very memorable for me. 29 times she used the word time in her speech. Again, this is 4 years ago. Do you see the rays that are casting in the blue sky? Somewhat significant. The way sunlight appears, the way that sunlight displays in the sky, in the clouds. Or could you just say light, the way light shines? How do I describe the beauty? Everything that's dark is catching the reflection. That's a message in itself for someone that's going through a hard time right now. You can either focus on your darkness, your pity party, or you can reflect who God is, who God wants you to be, and what He can do for your circumstance, your life. I think of the book of James, the letter, the book. James 1 verse 2, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, when you face trials of many kind, because you know the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work so you will be mature and complete and not lacking anything. Not using a tripod this morning. Did not intend on even recording. But I just see God up to so much. And I think He just wants to take this sunlight, this sunrise, this morning. We are at the end of the closing of the month of August, for a better description. Many things have been said about September. I could go back to a dream Dana Coverstone had 4 years ago. It was 6:15, I believe, when I pulled my phone out of my pocket to start recording. Again, Tuesday, August 27th, 2024. You may never, as my sister said, I can't see what you see for the trees that we have. And I understand everybody cannot be where I'm standing. That's why I like to share this. However, if you have a car, if you have a vehicle, find a high spot, find a flat spot where you can see the distance with the curvature of the earth. They are out there. Just, you may have to put a little effort into finding it. You could share this with somebody. I don't recall ever really saying to share this. I would even go to the point to say, if you share this, ask the person to mute it. And just watch. Maybe there's a way they could have on music and watch what's being recorded. Because one thing I do believe, God will fulfill his word. God will bring his glory to the earth. And just like this sunshine this morning, what was dark, he will shine light on. You may not want him to. You may not think he can. But there's certain things written in his word that he will fulfill, whether you want to or not. As I was thinking this morning, all the people that I know that were on the street where I grew up, and I was just thinking of a particular couple, and I even thought of their names in my head. These people that are dead now. And it's my hope that they are in heaven. Many people only lived to go to heaven. That was their goal. I just want to be born and live and die and go to heaven. Now let's just say you're 80 years old. My daddy is 87. You get your driver's license. You get a diploma. You get a job. You may have family. And your only goal is to go to heaven. Now I'm not putting down the people that have died and gone to heaven, because that's what Jesus said. He says, I go and prepare a place for you. But I read in the word where he left us here to bring heaven to earth. When John sees a new heaven, a new earth, it's just an announcement. That's the only way he knew how to announce it. It was not there, and then it was there. We have been left here to walk in the authority of Christ, because he says, I have done it. It is finished. I have taken back what is stolen. Now you go and follow my instruction and bring heaven to earth. That the dead would be raised, the lame walk, the blind see, and the deaf hear. And I believe that's the light that is upon us. If we will just die to self and let Christ live in us. If I was to start trying to describe the clouds just beyond above the tree line to the left, it would be just to the left of the brightest part. There's a swish with a dark cloud, and it almost looks like something upside down. Very, I don't know. It reminds you of things that we see on earth. The moon is still out. The sun is shining on the moon. Again, I didn't know I was going to record this, but how can you not stop and enjoy? I want to walk just a little farther, but coffee in hand, cookies in hand, cookies in mouth. My backpack. My coffee. As I started this YouTube channel almost 2 years ago, what are you going through? What are you going through? What is your problem? What is your situation? What is your dilemma? What is your eyes on? Whatever you focus on, fix your eyes upon, that's what your focus is on. Well, right now, I'm fixated. I think that's a word, fixated. With the sunrise. Now, I try to see this every morning. But it's not the same every morning. It's different every morning. That's what makes it so grand that I would want to get out here and be a 63-year-old man. Now, I said my daddy was 87. I'm 63. My math almost don't sound right on that. I'm born in 1961. He's born in 1937. I know people are busy. And you have a lot to do. But do you realize God just wanted to say, I just want to give you something a little extra special today. If I do, would you take time to enjoy it? Could you give me 5 minutes? Could you give me a thought? Could you give me a prayer of gratitude, of praise, of thanks? Not just gimme, 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 I want. It's something to think about. The longer I record this video, the more impossible it is for me to upload. It's nice when you can enjoy it until the sun comes above the trees. But it don't take long for it to change. It's kind of like maybe a new car, because you car lovers would understand what I'm saying. Oh, look how shiny it is. Look how beautiful it is. I got such a deal on it. But how quick does the new wear off? When something stays the same, you lose appreciation of it. Because now that $600, $700 note for 72 months or 84 months, or that house is 30 years old, and you're constantly trying to refinance to enjoy a burden that you're yoked with. And just like he chose to highlight so much glory in 15 minutes, I do believe I see the tip of the sun in the trees. Now you can have a reflection. You can focus on a reflection. And then a reflection sometimes will make you turn your head because you saw something out of the corner of your eye. But when the full sun comes, there's no question, there's no doubt. This day has begun. And the one that spoke it to be said, "Let there be light." And he put a firmament in the air or in the sky, a greater light and a lesser light to govern the night. A man of few words is trying to recap certain words. They're in a book that means so much to me. What can I say? What have I said? Share a video, and then if you share, as I don't have to tell you, because you're not going to do something if you've never done it before. You cannot, or at least I cannot, text in, or if I do, I'm afraid I mess up the link. So I always select a person I share to, and then I send it. Then I sent a text, and I said, "Hey, something about this might mean something to you. Just tell them to mute it and enjoy the ride." Because God is doing amazing things for those that have been able to enjoy it and watch it, are very thankful for every moment of a new day. There's no wind. There's dew on the ground. Now, if you had watched many of my videos, I'm not in the exact place, but if I was to walk another 100 feet, just to make an example, again, 20 minutes, if I just begun to think about trying to stop it right now. Again, I do see the physical sun in the tree branches. I didn't realize how much the location of the sun changed. But you see the brightest part, there's an airplane or something, vapor, that, I don't know, it's just a very bright streak. If you look to the left, I would describe it in feet. If I knew I was in that back corner, I said, you need to measure off 1,000 feet, 1,200 feet. And you see the dip in the trees, the tree line. The sun was coming up there over a month ago, and how much it has shifted, or how much the earth has rotated back to where it's over there. In another month, it'll be all the way over here where the house top is. And then another month, it'll be behind the light pole. And it's like now, because I had your attention, I'm gonna give you a second light. Another chance to capture the glory that I can bring in your life. When will we see the dead raised? When will we see the blind eyes open and the deaf ears? There are being miracles done every day. You just don't hear about them. God bless you. Made Like New Ministries. I'm going to continue enjoying my morning, but I'm going to stop this beautiful video of another beautiful day in my life. But it's so hard. It is so hard, and I can't mash the button, because if you're as captivated as me, you would say, please don't. And then I'm thinking, I've got to try to get this loaded with data, or drive to a Wi-Fi somewhere and trying to take time out of my day just to post a video. And it may be worth it, because you may be going through something so dark that you want the encouragement of how much 21 minutes, 22 minutes of an encouraging word might give someone that has been through so much. Many have lost loved ones, significant loved ones, maybe a child, maybe a parent, maybe a husband. That one line of air chemtrail looks like a, what does it look like? It's like a smoke signal, maybe. I don't know if you can see what I see. Can you agree with me and say, another beautiful day? Not your circumstance. It's probably about 68 degrees, no wind. Just enough chill to almost want a wrap to put around you as you enjoy your coffee. Pray for me. Holding services Friday and Saturday tonight. Looks like we may could get a rain this weekend, according to the weather channel or those that are speaking that. We really need a rain. This crop, there's spots where it's just burning up, literally dying. I can't drink my coffee. I've got too many things in my hand. I think you get the idea. Look for a sunset. Many times when there's a sunrise like this, the sunset will almost mirror it or match it. I think it's so much, how to put this in words? I think there's something very significant about that chemtrail that looks like a big lightning bolt. That's probably the best way I would describe it now. A lightning bolt. And as the school bus comes by gobbling up kids, pray for your kids. because more than likely, the ones that are on a bus stop, the ones that are on a bus are looking at a phone, much like you are right now if you're listening to me, but they didn't see the beautiful sunrise. I'm reminded now of a sunglass. Is that right? Magnifying glass on a piece of wood. A magnifying glass on a piece of wood. You start burning it. That's exactly what that looks like to me. And then you have a smoke that just starts boiling up off of it. That smoke looks like a tornado at the very top with a swirl. 26 minutes. God bless you. Made Like New Ministries. I hope you've enjoyed this.